Hello, today I'm drawing Star versus the Forces of Evil fan art. In this video I'm going to be sketching and inking Star Butterfly. I sketch using Crayola erasable pencil crayons. I wanted to do a real background or design or something for this. That's why she starts off in a circle. I originally thought maybe I'd do her popping out of a rainbow, but then I realized that wouldn't match her pose very well. So this sketch went through many different phases. I wasn't afraid to erase things just because I'd put a lot of time into them. Like the first, I guess, completed sketch of her hand, I really liked how it turned out. But when I realized that hand placement didn't work, I erased it and repositioned the hand. The sketch stage did take a while just because of how much I worked it, but I'm glad I put the time into it because it resulted in a drawing I was happy with. Her hands were the hardest things to draw. And I did feel like I messed up a little later when I inked the hand. I didn't quite get the shape in the sketch. I don't think I ruined the drawing, but it could have looked better. Star vs. the Forces of Evil is a fun, unique show to watch. I find it quite funny and original and creative. I really like the main heroine and how unique she is. Star is the perfect princess. I think it's cool she used to hunt monsters and grew open-minded and figured out why she did that. I'm only in the first part of season 2. I haven't watched all the episodes yet. I think I am more of a Star-Co shipper than any other pairing. But I'm pretty open-minded too. If she ended up with Tom, I wouldn't care. That's fine. I would just be very surprised because the show does seem to be setting it up for Star-Co to happen eventually. It cracks me up I'm getting away with drawing a winking eye. Because generally drawing a character who is winking is just copping out of drawing two symmetrical-ish looking eyes. It really does feel like a break that I got to do this. I did my own take on Star's hairstyle in the Blood Moon Ball. I drew it selfishly in a way that looked curly and cool to me because I wanted to color hair like that. I brought in my ruler several times throughout the sketch to try and use it to help to make things look more even. Like that bow isn't perfectly symmetrical, but I think it looks pretty good, and I think part of it looking so good is because I used my ruler to make sure the proportions were very similar. The background of this is a huge call out to Star's wand. I also used my ruler to try and make the feathers and the background wandy looking thing more equal. Again, not perfectly symmetrical, but it looks a lot better than if I just freehanded it, I think. So when inking, I busted out my new light board. The box says it's a Wafer 1 Lightbox. This means that from now on, I'll be able to keep originals of my sketches because I will place them on the Lightbox and trace with a nice piece of marker paper. Lightboxes are awesome. I'm also happy I no longer have to worry about erasing and smearing ink when I'm trying to erase pencil lines. It used to drive me crazy when I'd put a lot of work into inking something and then erasing the pencil lines caused the ink to be lifted and it wasn't smooth and black anymore. It was disappointing. So now that will be a thing of the past. For the most of the drawing I inked with Copic multi-liner pens, but I also used a Sakura Pigma Micron pen that I had a larger size of. I decided not to ink her lips in. I'll use color to form her lips later when I color her with Copic markers. That'll be a separate video from this one. The creator of Star vs. the Forces of Evil, Darren Nefsey, is a fan of Sailor Moon. which I watched growing up, so it has a special place in my heart. I thought it would be fun to do a call out, in my first star fan art, to Sailor Moon. So Star's pose is loosely modeled after a Sailor Moon manga picture, which I will link in the comments below. In the Sailor Moon piece of art, Usagi is winking and has her pointer finger up and is holding Tuxedo Mask's mask in one of her hands. In this piece, I had Star in her outfit from the Blood Moon Ball, and she's holding the mask Marco wore in that same episode. I really like these little liner pens. They really help me out as far as achieving different line widths throughout the whole drawing. Varied line width really seems to contribute to a put together drawing, at least in my opinion. I kind of screwed up while inking her side bang thingies. I didn't ink them as long as I had them in the sketch. But when I look at the reference picture of her from the episode, it does seem to match the actual length a bit better. I probably will try drawing her with longer sideburn thingies in the future though. I just think it would look really nice. Marco's mask has a nice thick line about it because it's an important prop. The bow in the front has nice thick lines because it's the thing that's closest to us. And I wanted to give the thing that's pulling the whole drawing together a strong foundation. Also, I messed up Star's devil horn headband. I accidentally put lines in it like it's part of her hair. So I'll have to fix that with color, and if that's not enough, I'll probably fix it in Photoshop. I would have had the Squid Guy and Star Guy as thin-lined characters, but I made a mistake. And I had to fix that mistake by outlining everything darkly, and since I had to do that with the squid, I figured I'd better do that with the star to match. I'd recommend that if you can afford it, totally get a light board. It's really fun inking and being able to turn the light on and off and see how the final looks versus how it looks with the light board. And then look, once I'm done, I can compare them. How cool is that? And here's the final. Next week I'm going to be coloring this with Copic markers, so I hope you go check out that video. Please subscribe and check out my other videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.